It's 9 p.m.
All right, quiet on the set.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's start the party.
Broadcasting around the world.
Broadcastlink.com.
This is your number one internet station. The music you love right here, right now. Polkas After Dark, live. It's another live broadcast. Now your hosts, Rob and Jerry.
Hey, well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to another Saturday night edition of Polkas After Dark
on our broadcast link
with the C.com. Also streaming live on Facebook as well as
YouTube.
Yeah, so we are welcoming everybody here into the Facebook chat room as well as YouTube and, of course, our broadcast link. And we do thank you very, very much for stopping by here. We have a very special tribute that we're doing this evening. And we unfortunately laid to rest a very wonderful gentleman who I had the pleasure of calling friend, who shared the stage. I had the pleasure of sharing the stage with for many years with Focus and also with the Dynatones for a few jobs throughout my career. And we are talking about Mr. Bobby Chaz Wroblewski. And Bobby, of course, a famed trumpet player, played Valvebone. And you're going to be hearing a lot of great songs throughout the course of the afternoon and evening. I should say evening. So why don't we get some things started here? Here's one by the Dynatones and one called Buffalo is a Polka Town. Hey, appropriately titled Buffalo is a Polka Town, as you guys are watching some really sharp-looking pictures of Bobby Chaz Wroblewski, his family, his friends, and maybe if you take a look real close, you're going to see yourself in one of those photos. Jerry, why don't you make mention what we talked about a little bit earlier?
Yes, so in Bobby's obituary, it said, in lieu of flowers, the family asks that you play a polka in memory of Bobby.
Well, Jerry and I discussed that, and there's no way that we can just play one. And we were going to dedicate this first hour, but Jerry and I talked it over, and this whole broadcast is going to be featuring songs by Bobby Chaz Wroblewski, and here's one by Jan Simon's Musical Airs, and it's one called Keep Smilin'.
There are smiles that make us happy. There are smiles that make us blue. There are smiles that steal away the teardrops as the sunbeams steal away the dew. There are smiles that have a tender meaning that the eyes of love alone can see. But the smiles that fill my life with sunshine are the smiles that you give to me. Którymi się cieszymy, są uśmiechy, którymi się smucimy. Są uśmiechy trochę lepsze, tak lubimy, jak słonkie ciepłe. Są uśmiechy z miłym znaczeniem, co widzą tylko oczy miłości. Ale najlepsze uśmiechy są twoje, twoje uśmiechy z radości.
Hey, you're listening to some polka music right here live on Polkas After Dark on our broadcast link.
With a C.
Also on Facebook Live and YouTube, and we want to welcome a lot of our viewers here. We've got a great cast of heroes here that are tuning us in. We want to say hello to Mr. Andy Haverlick. Also to Dave Janka. Dave, of course, is in Michigan. Andy's down there in Pennsylvania, so we're going to say hello to you. Also, a very special shout out to Tommy Hoke in Uniontown, PA. It looks like Danny Roy is in the house from Massachusetts. Christine and Amanda Holchuk, thank you so much for joining us this evening. You guys are down in Elmira, New York, faithful followers here of Polkas After Dark. We thank you guys. Jan Dressler, Mr. Mark Komar is in the house, and Vincent Sosnowski. Gosh, we've got Mark Swoger, Musical Mark from the city of North Tonawanda, New York. And Jerry, looks like Chuck Troiani has joined us. Also, Chris Wano, thank you so much. Gosh, I am just looking here. Gail and Jeff Franzak, thank you guys. I believe they are from Cheektowaga, New York. Lucy and Paul Kuchma are watching from Canada. And we also have Janice Kuchmarski, Janice and Eddie. They're tuned in tonight. Helen Garbach, thank you once again for popping in here. Looks like Christine Klima. And also, let's see, Janice Gons is here. Pam Novak from Michigan. Dr. Pam Novak. And I'm looking here, Dennis Panner. Dennis, of course, was a very good friend of Bobby Chaz Wroblewski, and that is who we are remembering this evening. Let's go ahead and bring up some more music. But Jerry, before we do, how about giving a shout out to the people over there on our broadcast link and also on our YouTube channel?
Absolutely. We have Alice Fischler with us today. Berg's hanging out. Bev, Chris Curtis, Chris Tansky, Dave Lisowski, Ivan Mayers, Kathy Graves, Linda P. No Sleeves was just on and now he's off, so I don't know what happened.
His sleeves were on and off, or what's the deal?
He was on and off. I don't know about his sleeves.
Okay.
And we have Rachel Wroblewski with us hanging
Rachel.
out in the chat room over there on our broadcast link. And we have Scotch and Donna hanging out with us on YouTube. And then we have Audrey's on as well over there with me.
Good.
There's a bunch of others that aren't signed in to the chat room at least, but we're glad that you were with us as we remember a very dear friend.
Yes, sirree. And let's get another song up here. You know, we were able to dig into the archives. Bobby played with such great bands as the Dynatones, Jan Simon, which you've heard a couple of tunes already. A band that he loved performing with. He actually loved playing with everybody, though, but a band that he loved performing with. Here's a live version of the G-Notes. Here's one called The Sweet Music Polka.
Música que grała,
You know, there's a lot of bands that we miss, and that truly is one of them. That's the Gina. It's Gary Krupski and the gang. Let's see, that was Hank on drums, Carl on accordion. I think it was Alan on bass, a.k.a. Chico. And, of course, Val Bukowski. And, of course, the late, great Bobby Chaz Wroblewski. He was on trumpet, and of course Gary Crew on clarinet and vocals right there. Hey, we got a lot of great tunes for you this evening. We thank you so much for joining us. We've got an excellent crowd, it looks like, bombarding all three chat rooms. We love it. We're live on Facebook, we're live on YouTube, and of course our broadcast link. And we couldn't ask for a better crowd and a turnout as we say goodbye to Mr. Bobby Chaz Wroblewski. And Jerry, you and I were talking earlier too. You kind of enlightened me with a little tune that we're going to bring up Bobby to sing on this one that was recorded on Jan Simon's Musical Airs recording. And tell us a little bit about who wrote this song and who performed on it.
This song was actually written by Chaz's daughter, Rachel, and they got together. I remember him telling me the story. And I'm probably going to mess it up, but I do remember that he said that she wrote it and she just really wanted to do it. So when they were getting songs together for the recording for Simon Says, they decided that it would be a great addition to the recording. So Rachel actually played on it, and she would go to some of the gigs and play.
Now, what instrument did she play on?
She played horn like Dad, you know.
Oh, okay.
And it was always so touching to see her up there with him, right next to him, and she was so proud to be up there.
Well, that's great, and I'm sure she's still proud and will always
sure.
remain proud. We got a chance to talk to her briefly today. I'm seeing that there's a lot of pictures here, but we've got a bunch more that are going to be showing up for you. But let's go ahead and bring up the song that Rachel wrote and also played trumpet on, and Dad, Bobby, is singing. Here's one called My Quiet Town Waltz.
Dzieci się bawią w moim miasteczku, my quiet town. Śmieją i bawią w moim miasteczku, my quiet town. Życie jest łatwe w moim miasteczku, my quiet town. Dobre i łatwe w moim miasteczku, my quiet town. Children are playing in my quiet town, w moim miasteczku, laughing and playing in my quiet town, w moim miasteczku. Life is so simple in my quiet town, w moim miasteczku. Peaceful and simple in my quiet town, w moim miasteczku.
Man, what a cool song that is. I kind of got tears in my eyes. It's what a great time we are having here tonight, Polkas After Dark. We thank you guys so much for joining us. We want to say hello to some more people that are joining us in the Facebook area here. Mr. Dan Novak, which is down in New Mexico. We also want to say hello to Judy King Arendes. Thank you so much, Judy, for tuning us in here on Polkas After Dark as we reminisce and remember a great friend and an awesome musician, husband, a dad, a stepdad, and boy, you name it. This guy had the world. He really did. Hey, we're going to say hello to Lou Burka out there in Cheektowaga. She's tuned in. Once again, Andy Haverlick, yeah, you're right. You are talking about Mr. Steve Brown, and Steve Brown is going to be in one of the chat rooms here pretty soon. Also, Bobby's wife. Our hearts go out to the entire family. Adeline, we saw her last evening. We saw Rachel last night as well at the wake, and just a whole bunch of people. Stevie was there, of course, and Rob. I want to say Robbie. He'll probably hate me for the rest of my life when I do that.
It's
when
so
he
hard
listens
not to
back
call him
this.
Robbie.
I know, but he has grown so much too.
He has. He
And,
absolutely has.
Telling us what he's doing now for a living, it's just amazing. You know, Bobby is so proud of his kids, and he has every reason to be. We're going to also say hello to Anna Szymanski. Anna is here along with Michael Gartler. We're going to say hello to, Michelle Szymanski. Also, Rose. Rose is tuned in here this evening. And Jerry, do you have any folks that have joined us over in any of the other locations here before we bring up another song featuring Chaz on the trumpet? Everybody's going to love this song, by the way.
Amanda Lecky joined us, and Emil
Pohodich, yes, from Pennsylvania. Thank you.
and Pat Buchek.
Pat Buchek is in the house. Well, happy belated birthday to you, sir. We saw some Facebook pictures, and it looks like you had a blast with family members, too. So we want to send out a appropriately titled song for Patrick as well. This is featuring Chazzy on the trumpet. Here's one called Down at the Friendly Tavern.
Dancers are swaying, happiness in the air. Down at the Friendly Tavern, everyone's happy there. Lights are all twinkling, glasses are tinkling, romance is in the air. Down at the Friendly Tavern, nothing else can compare. There's where we'll find the cheer, meet the friends we hold so dear. Round up the polka band and sing a song together. Time to get started, gay and lighthearted, no need to ask us where. Down at the Friendly Tavern, everyone's happy there. Music is playing, dancers are swaying, happiness in the air. Down at the Friendly Tavern, everyone's happy there. Lights are all twinkling, glasses are tinkling, romance is in the air. Down at the Friendly Tavern, nothing else can compare. There's where we'll find the cheer, meet the friends we hold so dear. Round up the polka band and sing a song together. Time to get started, gay and lighthearted, no need to ask us where. Down at the Friendly Tavern, everyone's happy there.
Always a crowd pleaser. Hey, that's one called Down at the Friendly Tavern, a.k.a. Friendly Tavern, off of the recording. That was an album, not a CD, folks. I think it is available, though, on CD now, come to think of it. Hey, we want to say hello to Roland Pikozinski. Roland, thank you so much for popping in. He wanted to comment. He says, Bobby, a friend, became my cousin through marriage. Chaz, you will be truly missed. Godspeed. Man, couldn't have said it any better there, Roland. And thank you for all your all your fond memories. If you folks want to share some memories, hey, that's what this chat room is open for. We've got 3 chat rooms going, and what a great, great time to remember Chaz, Bobby Wroblewski, and also maybe make mention of some of your fond memories that you have of Bobby. I know we have. We'll get into some more stories a little bit later on. Jerry, do you have anything you want to add at this particular time?
Someone had asked, well, actually, Mark Comar asked how he got Chaz.
You know what? I don't know.
Is
Rachel still on in the chat
but
room?
I don't know if she would remember how he got the nickname.
Is his middle name... okay, Rachel, we've got to ask this. Rach, is his middle name Chaz? Was his middle name Charles? I think that could be, but we will wait and see. But let's go ahead and play another tune. Here's one by the Polkas. Here's one called Here We Come, Polka. That's the sound of the Polcats, another polka band that our buddy Bob Wroblewski, Bobby, a.k.a. Chaz Wroblewski, played in. And Jerry, you said that Rachel did get back to us. What did she say?
She said that, he had the nickname before they were born. So.
Oh, come on now.
So she's a little foggy. So she said maybe Steve knows, but I think he might have had that nickname before Steve was born too.
Oh, yeah, more than likely.
If anybody knows how Chaz got the nickname, you can just chime in and let us know, because that would be really cool to know.
Yeah, please. That would be super. As you guys are watching Polkas After Dark, you're hearing Jerry and I talk, and you're hearing some great tunes featuring Bobby Chaz Wroblewski on the trumpet, on the vocals. We're going to play a song in just a couple of minutes that we love playing, and it was on the Focus recording. It was a tune called We May Never Pass This Way Again. And guys and gals, you have to check out the instrumentation on this, because the trumpet parts and the valve bone parts were all recorded by Chazzy in the studio. I know, I was there, and I'm just in total amazement every time that I play this song. What a great tribute, what a great thing that he has left behind is his musical career. We want to say hello to Fran Rosanna, and also, let's see here, who else is with us? Michael Filkowski. Michael, thank you. Ivan Mayers. Ivan, thank you for popping in. Also, Jeff Tufel, thank you so much. And Jerry, you mentioned something about...
I have 2 great stories here.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Mike Birdsey chimed in, and he said, "Hi guys, Bob was a great friend and an awesome musician. I am so happy and proud that I can call Bobby Chaz, a true friend. Rest in peace, buddy. And then Amanda Leckie had me laughing here.
Uh-oh.
She said she will forever remember the many late nights when we would close Anchor Inn, wandering down the road back to Bobby and Adeline's and order Partner's Pizza.
Uh-oh.
We would still be up listening to music and would wave to Adeline as she made her way off to work early in the morning before we all crashed.
Boy.
Oh, that is so good.
Amanda,
I can picture that.
Amanda, that is awesome. Mike, Birdsey, Mike, and Sue, thank you guys for popping in on a very special evening. And as promised, here is a tune by Focus. And here is one featuring Bobby Chaz on the horns. You got to check this out. We had a lot of fun in the studio recording this with Focus. And here's one called We May Never Pass This Way Again. Hello to John Butzek.
So they say it's but a game and they let it slip away. Love, like the autumn sun, should be dying, but it's only just begun.
Like the twilight in the road overhead, they don't see just where we're going. All the secrets in the universe whisper in our ears. All the years come and go, taking us always on. We may never pass this way again. We may never pass this way again. We may never pass this way again.
Dreams, so they say, are for the fools and they let them drift away. Peace, like the silent dove, should be dying, but it's only just begun.
Like a locust in the olden days, we must gather all our courage, sail our ships out of the open sea, cast away our fears. All the years come and go, take us up, always up. We may never pass this way again. We may never pass this way again. We may never pass this way again. So I wanna laugh while the laughing is easy. I wanna cry if it makes it worthwhile. I may never pass this way again. That's why I want it with you. Because you make me feel like I'm more than a friend. Like I'm the journey and you're the journey's end. I may never pass this way again. That's why I want it with you.
Check it out. What a sound.
Pass this way again. We may never pass this way again. We may never pass this way again. We may never pass this way again.
Was I lying? Was I lying? I don't think so. Wow, that thing is huge. I never, ever will stop listening to that horn section. It was just unbelievable.
Dave
It blows you
Jenkins
away.
chimed in and said it was absolutely phenomenal
It
horn
blows
system.
you away every time you hear it. And it's not like the first time you've heard it either. It looks like, let's see, Andrew Kaczmarski is here. And so, Andrew, thank you for stopping into Polkas After Dark. Best to you and your lovely wife, Teresa. And, of course, your loving son, Matthew, man. That kid is getting too big, too fast. We talked about that. Unreal. But let's see, who else do we have here? Let's go ahead and...
I'm going to run down everybody in our broadcast.
There you go.
We have Alice
Alice Flischler.
Yes. And
you know, she changes her name every couple of weeks.
I
I've
think
noticed
every
that.
week.
Yeah, I
really
don't know
do
what
think
it
it's
is.
every week.
But at least she doesn't change her first name Alice, so that kind of works out real good, doesn't it?
Oh my. We have Alice Fischler, Amanda Leckie, Berg is on with us,
Hey,
Bev,
Berg.
Chris Curtis, Chris Tansky, Dave Lasowski, Emo, Ivan Mayers, Kathy Graves, and Linda P. Hanging out with me over there on YouTube are a bunch of people not in the chat room, which I know that Steve Grimala's in there with us tonight because we set him up earlier.
Yeah, and Steve is now watching us on the YouTube channel, which is always cool. And Steve, if you'd like to just hop in there and make a couple of comments, you are more than welcome, buddy. It's over on the right, and you just scroll down a little bit, and you type, and we will be able to see. Hey, let's go ahead. What else do you... I'm just trying to look at a couple of different screens here. Unfortunately, I have to tinker around with some of these.
We're going to say hi to Scott and Donna again, as well as Pat Buchek and Audrey and Mark Kumar.
Holy smokes, we got a lot of people here, and we are so fortunate. Want to bring up another G-Note song. Here's another live song featuring Chaz on the trumpet and a Gary Crew on the clarinet, and I think he picks up the sax on this, and also Val Bukowski also on trumpet and clarinet. Here's an instrumental, one called the Eddie's Polka or Edju's. We're going to say hello to Mr. Mike Pashev from WXRL AM 1300 here in Buffalo. Also to Mr. Ken Michalski. And it looks like Georgianne Havey has joined us. Karen Hootie out in Chicago, and Margaret Degnan. Thanks for tuning us in here at Polkas After Dark. Hey, that's one by the G-Notes. Yeah. Love that.
I can't whistle
Love
like
it.
that.
Can't whistle, no. As you don't want to do that. You'll blow out the inner diaphragm of that
thought of that
microphone
as I
in front
started
of you.
doing it.
You don't want to be
I just
doing
spit
that.
all over my mic.
Oh, that's good. That's real good. Hey, we're going to also say hi to Kim Pasheb, Realtor number 1 here in Western New York. We want to say hello to you, Kim. Thanks so much. And boy, I just can't believe everybody that has turned out for this remembrance of Bobby Chaz Wroblewski. We're having a great time here. It's all Chaz all the time. Chaz Radio. Hey, that's got a nice ring to it, doesn't it? Chaz Radio.
It sure does.
WCHZ. I wonder if there is a station like that. We're probably going to get sued. Thanks so much, folks. If you hear that,
It was great hanging out with you.
Yeah, if you hear that boo and you see the test pattern come up, you'll know something's wrong. Hey, again, we are remembering Chaz Wroblewski right here on Polkas After Dark on our broadcast link.
With a C.
.com, also on
YouTube
and Facebook. You can't go wrong right here. We've got 3 different platforms that we broadcast on every single weekend, and we do want to remind you that tomorrow afternoon we are going to be entertaining, or should I say he's going to be entertaining us, Mr. Mike Stupinski, all the way from Chicago, Illinois. He's hanging out in Florida right now, but he said he will be back home very, very soon. So we want to make sure that you guys tune us in tomorrow afternoon from 5 until 7 Eastern Time right here, Polkas After Dark. Did we say hello to Karen Hootie out in Chicago?
I'm not sure.
I think we did, but if we didn't, hello once again to you, Karen, and all of our faithful listeners and viewers out there in Chicago, Illinois. We're also going to say hello to Beverly Nibel. Bev is here. And let's see who else. Mr. Dave Rosansky, a.k.a. Berg. Looks like John Subcheck. John and Marge are listening down in Florida at the Villages. And Bobby Wroblewski was a dear, dear friend. Rest in peace, brother. We'll always remember Chaz. You know, Mr. Ken Michalski, I don't know if you know this or not. We've put this out to the public, and we would like to find out how Chaz actually got the name Chaz. Everybody knows him as Bob or Bobby. I've always known him as Bobby, but after I moved up to Buffalo, it was like everybody's calling him Chaz, and I never thought to ask him either. So now that is the question of the decade. How did Chaz get that name Chaz? We also want to say hi to Barb Bukowski. Barb and Al, also Rayanne, and it looks like Eric has joined us. Rachel Michelle has jumped on over to our Facebook. She's kind of seeing the people that are here on Facebook, paying tribute to a wonderful guy, her father. God bless him. That is...
All she has to do is go on YouTube, and she'll be monitoring all 3 like me.
She'll be doing a trifecta. That's cute. Awesome. Mr. Mike Stupinski says, hello, Robin and Jerry. Hey, Mike, we are looking forward to your interview tomorrow. We've been talking all about it. We can't wait. We also want to say hello to Princess and Bonk down there or over there in Arizona.
They have their dance today, so she's doing double duty.
Holy smokes. And let's see here. Debbie Kanopka Casey. Kanopka Casey is also here viewing with us on Facebook. And once again, we're trying to solve the mystery of how Bobby Chaz Wroblewski got the name Chaz. So if anybody knows, please chime in, let us know. The family would like to know too. We asked Rachel, his daughter, and she said, you know what, that was before I was born they started calling him Chaz. So be a great mystery to solve right here on Polkas After Dark. Hey, you guys are tuned to some fun. This is where the crazy people meet on the weekend to have fun. And if you're crazy just like us, well then...
You've come to the right place.
Hey, it's 9:45 Eastern Time right here. in beautiful downtown Derby, which is a little suburb out of Buffalo, New York. And we want to make mention that there's a lot of great tunes coming up here. We're going to send this one out to Alice Fischler up in Canada. She is a faithful follower of Polkas After Dark, has been ever since we started. We thank you so much, Alice. Here's one of your favorite tunes featuring Chaz on the trumpet and also Jimmy Nowaczewski on trumpet and vocals. Here is one called Where Is My Home Waltz?
Gdzie jest mój dom właściwy? Gdzie jest mój dom szczęśliwy? Jego się nie pamiętam, jak tam dobrze było nam. Jego się nie pamiętam, jak tam dobrze było nam. Jest tyle dróg na świecie, jest tyle dróg, a wiecie, ale ta droga nasza nie zaprowadzi nas tam. Ale ta droga nasza nie zaprowadzi nas tam. Nie próbuj mi tłumaczyć, że wszystko jest jak było, żeby się nie zmieniło. Ja wiem, że zmieniło się, żeby się nie zmieniło. Ja wiem, że zmieniło się. To nie mój dom prawdziwy, to nie mój dom szczęśliwy, to nie mój dom, a nie, bo ty już nie kochasz mnie. To nie mój dom, a nie, bo ty już nie kochasz mnie.
Hey, here's a song that Chazzy wrote. Here's one called A Dream and a Wish. Here's Focus. Words by Mr. Bobby Chaz Wroblewski. Gonna say hello to Mr. Greg Russo out there in Albany, New York. Co-host area. Yeah, any question as to who did the horn parts on that? Yeah, I didn't think so. No, not at all. That's Bobby Chaz Wroblewski, and we are remembering Chazzy. We were going to do 9 until 10, but Jerry and I talked about it, and there's just so many songs that Bobby did over his career, his polka career. Of course, Bobby loved jazz, too. He Chaz? Okay, no, I don't think so. But he loved his jazz music and used to always go to places all over. But one particular place that Ken Michalski had shared with us, he loved Tower of Power. And that was locally that he went to see the band. And he just loved the sound that came out of the musicians. Hey, we're going to say hello to Ellen. Ellen, good evening to you. Thanks for popping in. Also, it looks like CJ Jadosh is here with us. Mr. Mark Cohan, Mark and Kyle, thank you so much for tuning us in. Polkas After Dark. Hey, it says, Mike Fulkowski says, Focus played here over 10 years ago with Chaz. Well, okay, where are you speaking of, Mr. Fulkowski? I would like to know. And yes, I was with the band during that time too. I had a great time, great tour with Chaz Bobby Wroblewski, who we are missing tonight and remembering here on Polkas After Dark. Hey, here's a tune that he recorded with Jan Simon's Musical Airs. Here's one called Suzanne Come Back.
Oh, my Suzanne dear, when you were near, everything seemed so happy and gay. I think back to the time when our love was so fine. Oh, Suzanne, please come back to me.
And good evening to Mr. Anthony De Leonibus.
There's a girl that I know who has left me so blue. She decided to leave me alone. I can still see her pretty blue eyes as I cry, and I'm hoping that soon she'll come home.
Oh, my Suzanne dear, when you were near, everything seemed so happy and gay. I think back to the time when our love was so fine. Oh, Suzanne, please come back to me.
Suzanne and I would sit and talk about many things. We had a love we thought would never die, but it happened so fast as the words came to pass. My Suzanne has said her last goodbye.
Oh, my Suzanne dear, when you were near, everything seemed so happy and gay. I think back to the time when our love was so fine. Oh, Suzanne, please come back to me. Oh, my Suzanne dear, when you were near, everything seemed so happy and gay. I keep hoping someday you will see things my way. Oh, Suzanne, please come back to me.
Hey, that's Jan Simon in the Musical Airs. The late Jan Simon, also featured on bass, is your hubby, the late Larry Chadwick. So all three of those guys are probably just sitting
They've
back.
got to be having a beer by now.
Well, sitting back, kicking back, having a beer, and just discussing everything that's happening up there in heaven. And of course, Chazzy just arrived, and We miss him dearly, but we are remembering Bobby Chaz Wroblewski right here on this broadcast this evening. We are here until 11 p.m. Eastern Time. If you guys were questioning, as a.k.a. Mr. Mark Komar was, we're also going to say hello to Sue Okel. Sue, thank you so much. And also it looks like Karen and Tom Bayek have also joined us here on Facebook. So we want to say hello to you guys.
Okay. I have an update.
You have an update?
The latest update from Rachel is my dad already had the nickname Chaz when he was playing in the Dynatones in the 70s.
Oh.
Maybe that's a helpful clue.
Oh, sure. Sure.
I was like 5 in the 70s.
Well,
so.
I got to tell you something. The first time that I heard Chaz was with his good friend, Johnny Killian, on trumpet. So it was Chaz, Johnny, Larry Trojak on drums, Scrubby on concertina, Billy Barnes on bass, and of course Roger Novacek, the late Roger Novacek, was playing clarinet. This was at a little town in just outside of Pittsburgh, and it was Twin Coaches. And I'm sure if Mike Stupinski is still tuned in, he remembers Twin Coaches. We got a chance to play there a lot with various bands throughout our career. But the first time I heard them was also the first time that I heard the Sounds live. And it was just a tremendous wall of sound. Boy, what a great musician, a great era to be alive.
Dave Shanka said he remembers a Halloween dance in 99.
Okay.
When Chaz played the cornet the whole second set in Bay City.
The cornet, yeah. That's that short trumpet.
Do you remember that? He said you would remember.
Oh, I sure do. I sure do. We had a lot of fun in Bay City, Michigan. And, again, we want to remind you guys that we are here until 11 p.m. tonight. Don't forget tomorrow, Polkas After Dark, our Sunday afternoon edition from 5 until 7 p.m. Eastern Time, when we get to talk with our favorite musician of all time, and that is Mr. Michael Stupinski. Mike Stupinski joins us from Chicago/Florida. He sent us a couple of extra photos, but we had a bunch thanks to Mr. Les Kapuscinski, and we grabbed a few more off of some different sites, but he's got a few pictures of his own that we added, and that's going to be a lot of fun. So please join us tomorrow, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on our broadcast link with the C.com.
I was getting there.
There was a little bit of a hesitation there. It's kind of like,
I was half listening, half reading.
Do I remember where we are?
Come on, 3 chat rooms.
Okay,
Just saying.
I hear you. Hey, so once again to Karen and Tom,
I just want to make sure I don't miss anything because there's so many great stories coming.
Yeah, that's nice, and keep them coming, folks. Keep them coming to Facebook, to our broadcast link, and also to YouTube, because we've got some great folks here that are joining us tonight as we remember Bobby Chaz Wroblewski. And I want to say hello to Bernadette Gordon. Hello there. Welcome. Also, Tommy Hoke once again is watching us. Let's see here. Are there any more? Let's see here. It says Sue Okel commented. She says, "Hi, Jerry and Robin. So nice to see you guys and hear some great music. What a beautiful memory. What beautiful memories of Bobby. Isn't that the truth?" Amen to that. Bob Gabalski. Bob is here. He's out there in New York, is where somewhere, just driving around listening to us. Or maybe he's at home watching us on the big screen. He's like Michelle Szymanski. Don't forget, hey guys, we have our YouTube channel that if you guys have a smart TV, you can bring us up full screen, kind of like Michelle Szymanski does. Michelle and her daughter Rose. And again, we're saddened to hear about the passing of Ann Szymanski. God bless her. We remember her every single weekend here. She was our biggest promoter and supporter here for Polkas After Dark. We just lost her a couple of weeks back, and God bless her. Danny Roy, we're going to also say hello to you once again. And it looks like Mr. Mark Swoger, Musical Mark, is here. Hey, let's bring up some more music and also some more pictures of the Dynatones. Here is one called... How about Staying Home from Work? Hey folks, we're going to be on here for another hour, so now is your time to make sure that you mention your topics and memories of Bobby Chaz Wroblewski.
Ja bez roboty jestem wesoły, bom sobie popił dobrego żały, dobrego wina.
Hello to Bobby Rozutek. Welcome.
Piękna dziewczyna, dobrego żały, dobrego wina. Jest wina myśli, piękna dziewczyna. Ej, wi dziewczynka, to nie do wiary, jak to niedobrze, kiedy chłop stary nie chce całować, ani tańcować. Lepiej za młodu światy wędrować. Nie chce całować, ani tańcować. Lepiej za młodu światy wędrować. Nie ma jak chłopiec młody urąbie drzewa, wszędzie się wody, urąbie drzewa. Jeszcze się pyta sobie, gdzie była, wszędzie się wody, urąbie drzewa. Jeszcze się pyta sobie, gdzie była. Jezus zapali stak i go miłe, idzie do karczmy, piwa popije i se kiełbasę i tak na tego łokany czasy. Piwa popije i se kiełbasę i tak na tego łokany czasy.
Siree, staying home from work. I can't do that because I work from home.
So you are staying home.
Staying home? Well, not from work because I'm still working here. But you're the one that goes out and sees everybody and says hello. Hey, once again, we want to remind you tomorrow afternoon we're going to be talking live with Mr. Michael Stupinski. Mike Stupinski, originally from Avonmore, Pennsylvania. He's joining us on the chat, and we thank him so much. Let's see here. Elena Garbach, we want to say hello to you once again, young lady. And also, let's see. Let's go ahead and bring up another song by... I don't know if I played this already. I don't believe I did.
Well, if you did, you'll play it again.
I'll play it again.
That's right.
It's such a good song. We're going to listen to it again, but if we didn't play it, well then, okay, that's fine too. Hey, here's one called Beethoven's Ninth. that's a ninth of Beethoven, kind of like a fifth of Doers or fifth of BV or something like that. Hey, we want to welcome you guys to Polkas After Dark, the Saturday evening edition. That's what you're tuned here to. And we're looking at the time, and it is 10:09 p.m. We've got a little shy of an hour yet to go here on Polkas After Dark. We thank you guys so much for tuning us in. We're going to also say hello to some more. You keep banging into your microphone.
I need to sit on my hands.
Uh-oh, there you go. Hey, hi to Lois Mattis, Lois and Larry down in Pennsylvania. Also Mr. Chris Bukowski, Chris and Tara. And it looks like Tom Kowalski is joining us as well. Gosh, a whole ton of people here. Bobby Rozutek, once again, hello to you. Also, once again, to Bernadette Gordon. And we are thankful that you guys decided to join us here on a very special broadcast of Polkas After Dark as we remember our dear friend Bobby Chaz Wroblewski. We're playing some fantastic tunes that Bobby had recorded over the years with some various bands, and we're going to look for some more live G notes here in just a couple of minutes. But let's go ahead and play this one by the Polkas. Here's one called Sunshine of Your Smile.
My dreams were all complete when you glanced my way and smiled and knocked me off my feet. My outlook on life was cloudy, days were filled with rain, when somehow sunshine with love into my life you came. Skies of blue were in your eyes, the sunshine in your smile. Someday soon I knew that we'd be walking down the aisle. Rainy days may come and go, but with me all the while. You'll be there to love me with the sunshine of your smile. Then came that important day when we both said I do. All the wedding pictures, cake and dancing until 2. Both knew the best of life for us was still ahead. Much happiness, a brand new home, and babies to be fed. Skies of blue were in your eyes, the sunshine in your smile. Someday soon I knew that we'd be walking down the aisle. Rainy days may come and go, but with me all the while. You'll be there to love me with the sunshine of your smile. Sunshine in your smile. Someday soon I knew that we'd be walking down the aisle. Rainy days may come and go, but with me all the while. You'll be there to love me with the sunshine of your smile.
Hey, there's one called Sunshine of Your Smile. Artie Gaylor on the vocal for you, an accordionist extraordinaire. And that was off of the Polkas recording. Hey, let's go back to another focus tune. We're going to send this one out to all of the Buffalo Polka Boosters who send their deepest sympathy along the way to all of the Wroblewski family. Wroblewski. Bobby Chaz Wroblewski. See? Okay, good. Easy enough. Hey, we're featuring a lot of tunes that Bobby Chaz recorded with various bands. Here's one by Focus, one called the Barstanders Polka.
from near and far to put a leg up on the bar. They're here for fun, I'm sure that you'll agree. They're the bartenders with a stir and twist of the line. They'll show you a real good time. They're the bartenders with their shots and glass of beer. We salute them with our cheer.
Yeah, that's Jimmy Nowoczewski on the vocal and, of course, Chaz on the trumpet, along with Jimmy, one called The Barstanders. That was written especially for all of the Buffalo Polka Boosters. If you're just joining us, well, we are celebrating the life of Mr. Bobby Chaz Wroblewski this evening, a gentleman that left us way too soon, and they laid him to rest this morning in his final resting spot. And our thoughts and prayers go out to the entire family. We want to extend our sincere condolences. We did get a chance to visit last evening at the funeral home. Jerry and I, as you guys know, we don't like to go to those things. But Chaz and I, and all of the Buffalo musicians and different musicians throughout the United States and Canada, he was very, very well known. And we just couldn't send him off without saying our final goodbye as well. Hey, Chuck Troiani is here, and he says, hey guys, awesome tribute to a great guy. Here, here. Rest in peace, Bobby. Plays maybe some Broken Hearts Never Mend or Lollipop. Let's see, some Broken Hearts Never Mend. How does that go again? Oh, I remember now, Chuck. Here's the Dynatones.
Coffee black, cigarette. Start this day like all the rest. First thing every morning that I do is start missing you. Some broken hearts never mend. Some memories never end. Some tears will never dry. And my love for you will never die. To hold me tight, but in the middle of love's embrace, I see your face. Some broken hearts never mend. Some memories never end. Some tears will never dry, and my love for you will never
Hey, for Mr. Chuck Troiani, thank you so much for popping on here to Polkas After Dark as we pay tribute to Mr. Bobby Chaz Wroblewski. Jerry, you had seen something there by Mr. Tom Kowalski.
I did.
He had mentioned something. Why don't you go ahead and let everybody know?
He said a long time ago, Bob opened his house to me on a polka trip to Buffalo. One great guy and musician.
Amen to
I
that,
think
brother.
everybody has that train of thought when it comes to Chaz. He was just always giving, always loving.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen him in a bad mood.
Well, I'll tell you what, I never did either. It was nice to
I'm sure Adeline
attend.
has at least once.
Oh, sure. Especially that day that she didn't even get any sleep and she went right to work. I forget who mentioned that, but
Amanda.
Amanda Leckie. Okay. Oh gosh, we are playing some polka music by the Dynatones, Jan Simon's musical airs, Focus. We've got some stuff by the G-Notes. We're going to play some more live entertainment for you by the G-Notes featuring Chaz. But right now, let's go ahead and play another song off of that same recording. And Mr. Troiani, you are fortunate because you get a twofer. That's 2 for 1 because here is the Lollipop Polka, the Dynatones. Good evening to Paul and Dorothy Trubish. Paul, a very good friend of Chaz Wroblewski as well. Oh yeah, that's Jazzy on the horn, along with the stylings in clarinet of Mr. Roger Novacek. And Roger, of course, has passed on. Boy, I'll tell you, all these musicians that are up there just having fun, Jerry. It's remarkable, and
they are having one heck of a party.
You got that right. Hey, you're tuned to Polkas After Dark right here, our broadcast link with a C, also on YouTube
and Facebook.
That's right. Hey, Jerry, once again, give another shout out to all of our friends tuned in to Polkas After Dark. And once again, we want to say hello to Lou Burka. She's tuned in there over in Cheektowaga.
We have Alice Fischler, Amanda Leckie, Chris Tansky, Dave Lisowski, Gail Wojtovich, hey Gail, Ivan Mayers, Kathy Graves, Linda P., No Sleeves, and Rachel Wroblewski.
No Sleeves and his lovely wife, Kathy, with a K.
With a K.
With a K.
I remember it with a K.
Yeah, that's nice.
And then we've got Scotch and Donna still hanging out with us, as well as Pat Buchik and Audrey and Mark Homar.
And Mark. Okay.
And Tony Bialy just joined us.
And also, is Scotch and Donna still with us down there in Gray, Georgia? Are they still tuned in?
They are.
You know,
I just said that.
Scotch had a wonderful rapport with Chaz. Every time they got a chance to get together and talked, all they did was reminisce about the old days, and that's kind of what everybody does now. It's a shame, but you know, we did have some great times together, everybody, and that's what dreams are made of. You know, you just get a chance to sit back, reminisce, and listen to a lot of these great polka tunes that everybody plays. You know, you've got all your local radio and TV stations. You also have the local IJs and, of course, DJs throughout the United States and Canada. And tonight we are spending time with you. You're spending time with us as we celebrate the life of Mr. Chaz Wroblewski, Bobby Wroblewski. We still have not finished figuring out how Chaz got his name. Somebody mentioned maybe Scrubby. I think Rachel said maybe Scrubby had given him that name back in the 70s, and that would stand to reason. And it was great to see Rachel and Rob. I was going to say Robbie, but like I said, I'll get shot for that. So Rachel and Rob. It was so nice to see you guys yesterday, and let's not be strangers, because it proves that life is too short and we just have to get out and see each other, and hopefully maybe we'll run into you guys at Dingus Day, even for 5-10 minutes, at least to grab you a drink and have a lot of fun and maybe talk and reminisce a little bit more. You're tuned to Polkas After Dark right here on YouTube, Facebook, and our broadcast, and here we go with another song featuring the late Bobby Wroblewski. Gosh, I don't want to say that. The late Bobby Wroblewski.
It's hard to say that.
Yeah, especially, you know, so soon even. And I've said that I'm going to strike that word late from my vocabulary.
I think you should always replace it with great.
Yeah.
No matter who you're talking about.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, I think that's a better word.
That would be nice. That would be real nice. Here's one called the Empty Pockets Polka. Jestem ja sobie. We're going to say hello to Lucy and Paul Kuchma in Canada and all of our Canadian friends. And also, once again, for Ms. Gail Wojtovich. She's tuned in, as well as Chris Tansky and all the folks here from the Buffalo Polka Boosters. Here's one called Empty Pockets, Jan Simon's Musical Airs.
Wszystko, co miałem
yeah. Hey, if you're just joining us, we are paying tribute to one of our very dear friends, fellow musician, a great musician. His name, Bobby Chaz Wroblewski, passed away and was laid to rest as of this morning. And Bobby, we miss you. We're going to miss you for a long, long time to come. That is for sure. Jerry, did you have a song over there that you would like to share with everybody you had a request for?
I did.
Okay.
Scotch requested this one.
Okay.
It's called That Old Feeling by Jan Simon's Musical Airs. And hopefully my sound is up and everything is good because I haven't played one in a while.
Let's give it a whirl.
So we'll give it a whirl.
No matter what I say or do, I just can't seem to get inside your heart. What have I done wrong? Lately you're so far away, you just don't seem to hold me like you used to. Something's going on. I've got that old feeling you're leaving. I'm so tired of goodbyes. Wait on your love forever while you change your mind. Morning finds us face to face. I feel you staring through me while I'm talking. Familiar looks I recognize, the same old looks, the same goodbyes the last time. Something I'm used to. I've got that old feeling you're leaving. I'm so tired of goodbyes. I can't wait on your love forever while you change your mind. Seem to get inside your heart. What have I done wrong? Lately you're so far away, just don't seem to hold me like you used to. Something's going wrong. I've got that old feeling you're leaving. I'm so tired of goodbyes. I can't wait while you change your mind. I've got that old feeling you're leaving. I'm so tired of goodbye. I can't wait on your love forever while you change your mind. No matter what I say or do, I just can't seem to get inside your heart. What have I done wrong? Lately you're so far away, you just don't seem to hold me like you used to. Something's going
Hey, we're going to also say hello to Raylyn Marshall. Raylyn, you're in our thoughts and prayers, and we do want to let you know that. Thank you so much for stopping in and taking a watch here at Polkas After Dark. Also, it looks like John Godala is here with us. Roland once again, Roland Pikozinski. Mary Lou Cerniak has joined us, as well as Tom Marushka. Tom, it is great to see you here, Polkas After Dark, as we remember Bobby Chaz Wroblewski. And we do thank each and every one of you for stopping by here, taking the time, leaving some comments, which is really great to see on the broadcast. We are here on Facebook, as well as our broadcast link and the YouTube channel. We've got a whole host of folks in every single platform, and we are so excited that you decided to join us, and I'm sure Bobby is honored as he looks down and sees this tribute to him. Hey, we found another G Notes Live song. Let's go ahead and play this for you guys. Good evening to Mr. Larry Kutas. Is one featuring the G Notes, and of course Chaz was playing trumpet on that, along with, let's see, Val Bukowski, and it also sounded like Gary Crew, of course, on the vocal, or vocal as he would say. And it's going to be nice to see a lot of these folks at Dingus Day this coming April. We are excited, and we are going to be here, I believe, on April Sunday briefly. We're going to do a special time early, and then Jerry and I are going to head out to go over to Potts, and I think Aaron was supposed to send me something. I'm keeping an eye on the email, but I haven't received anything as of yet. Hey, if you're just joining us, that's right, we are paying tribute to a wonderful gentleman who we just lost, Mr. Bobby Chaz Wroblewski. Everybody knows Bobby, and we're playing some great polka tunes from a lot of his recordings. Here's one off of the Buffalo is a Polka Town. Here's one called Mary and Her Gołąbki.
ciebie, Maryś, nie smucę. Żeńcy ze mną gorszakie zuce. Jak się ciebie, Maryś, senior gołąbki. Oh, Maryś, you are for me. Jak się ciebie, Maryś, senior gołąbki. Oh, Maryś, you are for me. Ja będę więcej popija, ani wędrował. Tylko ciebie, moja Maryś, będę całował. Jak się ciebie, Maryś, senior gołąbki. Oh, Maryś, you are for me. Jak się ciebie, Maryś, senior gołąbki. Oh, Maryś, you are for me. Ciebie tak szanowa, lepiej nie siebie. Ziemię Maryś, będziesz jak niebie. Jak się ciebie, Maryś, senior gołąbki. Oh, Maryś, you are for me. Jak się ciebie, Maryś, senior gołąbki. Oh, Maryś, you are for me. Maryś jemu odpowiada, nie wie nam ziemię. Bo mamusza i tatusza mnie pociebiuje. Jak się ciebie, Maryś, senior gołąbki. Oh, Maryś, you are for me. Jak się ciebie, Maryś, senior gołąbki. Oh, Maryś, you are for me.
Johnny Killian and Bobby Wroblewski on trumpets. Roger, of course, singing that one for you guys. And let's see, Larry Trojak, Billy Barnes, and also, oh no, I'm sorry, that wasn't Larry Trojak, that was Hank Morzehowski. And I'm trying to remember, I think Billy Barnes played bass on that one, but I am not too certain. I do know what I am certain of is you're tuned to Polkas After Dark. You're watching our tribute to Bobby Chaz Wroblewski this evening. We've got about 15 more minutes before we pull the plug and get everything all situated. So let's go ahead and say hello to a couple more people once again. Dave Rosansky is here. Also Terry. Terry, hello to you. Ken, and also Linda Chipchak Merwin is joining us with Marty and, of course, Betty and Mike. They will be able to catch this broadcast a little bit later on, either this evening. And don't forget, it's going to be in our YouTube archives. All you have to do is type in Bobby Chaz, C-H-A-Z, Wroblewski, spelled W-R-O-B-L-E-W-S-K-I. Just type that into our Polkas After Dark area, and you'll be able to see this broadcast again and again as many times that you would like.
I know it's going to be one of my favorites because the music has been killer.
Yeah, ain't it? Hey, here's one, oh boy, got so many songs. How about Focus once again? Let's bring them up. Here's one called the Rose Maria Polka. Once again for Terry Casera.
Oj w lecie, słoneczko to gorące. Pasła panienka do sęczki na włące. Rosmaria i Billy
Okay, well, we see that our live video had ended over on Facebook. We don't know why, but let's go ahead and play some more polka music for you guys. Here's the Dynatones, a little bit of Forever Polka.
Fine together. Say you love just only me, my heart is yours to keep. Let me hold you in my arms forever, forever. Let you know I love you. I could never place no one above you. You were meant for only me. My heart is yours to keep. You and me and you forever, forever. Forever, we can make it work out fine together. Say you love just only me, my heart is yours to keep. Let me hold you in my arms forever, forever.
Hey, here's a little tune by the Dynatones, one called Sweet Mary Waltz.
Day by day, every night, I watch our love go by. The time has come for us to part, and all I can do is cry. Mary, sweet Mary, what am I gonna do?
How about a little bit of Waiting for My Lover? Here's the Polcats.
Pasła sobie gąseczki jednego poranka, siedziała se na górce, czekała kochanka. Siedziała se na górce, czekała kochanka. A za górką gąseczki trawkę sobie skupią. Ojcu dziewczyna wina, oj wina, że ją obcy lubią. Ojcu dziewczyna wina, oj wina, że ją obcy lubią. Hej! Sobie na trawce szare gączki troje, wyziera za Jasieńkiem, kochaneczkiem swoim. Wyziera za Jasieńkiem, kochaneczkiem swoim. I wy stare gąseczki, co trawkę skubiecie, żal dziewczynie serduszku, wy o tym nie wiecie. Żal dziewczynie serduszku, wy o tym nie wiecie. Hej!
Oh yeah, hey, you are celebrating with us the life of Bobby Chaz Wroblewski, and we do appreciate it. Hey folks, it is just about time for us to say goodnight, dobranoc. Please stay safe, and please keep the Wroblewski family in your hearts and in your prayers this evening and for the next several days, weeks, and months. Jerry and I want to thank you for spending time with us here this evening at Polkas After Dark on our broadcast link and our YouTube channel. Unfortunately, we were bumped off of Facebook, and it just said the video has ended, which it does that a lot, and I know there's a lot of questions and concerns, and that is the reason why we jumped into our broadcast link with a C.
Rachel, you did just thank us, but we really want to thank you for sharing your dad with us for all these years. We've been blessed to know him, and we are so glad that he had somebody as wonderful as you and your brother, and ended up with Adeline and Steve, and we do thank you for sharing your dad.
Yeah. Couldn't have said it any better. Let's go ahead and play a couple more tunes here by Bobby and the different bands that he had performed with throughout his musical career. And let's do one more tune here by Focus as we finish the evening out. Let's do one called Army Days Polka.
Pasował,
Hey, let's go ahead and finish it out with your friend and mine, Bobby Chaz Wroblewski on the trumpet. Here is one called Down at the Friendly Tavern. We thank you ever so much for joining us. If you've been listening in your car,
thanks for the ride.
Music is playing, dancers are swaying, happiness in the air. Down at the Friendly Tavern, everyone's happy there. Lights are all twinkling, glasses are tinkling, romance is in the air. Down at the Friendly Tavern, nothing else can compare. There's where we'll find the cheer, meet the friends we hold so dear. Round up a polka band and sing a song together. Time to get started, gay and lighthearted, no need to ask us where. Down at the Friendly Tavern, everyone's happy there. Are swaying, happiness in the air. Down at the Friendly Tavern, everyone's happy there. Lights are all twinkling, glasses are tinkling, romance is in the air.